Good morning everyone. Today is the official day for launching of the Daffodil Flower Fairies in Emma's groups, plural. I wanted to come in and show you the kit, show you what's been going on prior, and these kits are absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so far we've had the Forget-Me-Nots and the Snowdrop Fairy. Well, this is the kit for the Daffodil Fairies. So let me just show you this. Each group will have add-ons to it. Like the Snowdrop, it was a folio that you can buy separate. And the images are absolutely gorgeous. Each time there's every kit, there's a favourite that you see. There are more than the three that have been up in group that Emma has done, and they are all in her Etsy shop. But we are doing it as a release, one a week, and each day on a Friday there will also be a freebie coming out. I just love this page. I don't know what it is. I just absolutely love that page. I really do. And then of course you've got your backing page papers, which is wonderful. We need to have our backing papers, don't we? Absolutely beautiful. And a gorgeous yellow. Then we've got a folio here. Well, I call it a flippy. And then we've got lovely journaling cards. You've got your pockets, lots and lots of different tags, and the most adorable fussy cuts. Absolutely gorgeous papers. Really, really spectacular. And I love all the roundels because you can do so many different things with those. Now, these papers are from our Jannette. Now, Jannette is part of our design team, and her Kofi is Crafting Dragon, and she's actually done 18 pages of this style paper to match all the flower fairies, and they look like a page would look if you had dyed it. You know, where you get the darker colouring around the edge and then they go sort of slightly lighter in the middle. Now these are the ones that match the kit that I'm doing now, you know, the Daffs. And they are just beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to link her link down below. Just go and have a look because they are lovely. They are really cheap. I can't remember exactly how much they are, but they are really, really cheap. And they will match every kit in this whole 13 Flower Fairy collection. And these are the spring ones. So watch out for the summer ones. So something exciting will be happening there. Now, I took our lovely Jannette's papers and married them up with the fussy cuts. Now, all these at the top, the wording, Emma has another file that we have, you know, that's a kit, and it's called Fairy Words. And there are some of the most beautiful words in there. You've got some with just one word on, and some with the whole lot, like here. And all about among the blossoms, fairies flew or bounced themselves upon enormous drops of dew. So you'll have something quite poetic and large. You may just have little ones like this, let the little fairy in you fly. All sorts of mixtures. But if you love to have things on your tags, words, along with the fussy cuts, they're perfect. So I will link those as well. Okay, now what I made was this. Now I showed you the folio, didn't I? Okay, and then, so you've got your folio. It actually attaches to the page. And then I flipped it, so that I had two, so that I could then take the two of them and join them together. And by joining them together, you need to just cut the flap off of that one. Then you glue that one on top of that one. And these little flaps on the side here, you can glue down. I've not cut that completely out yet. this was just to show you roughly what you do. And you land up with a lovely, lovely folio. Absolutely wonderful, because it all just sort of neatly folds up like that. So let me show you mine. There it is. Let's just open this. And here she is. I've popped some lace on mine. Now, these pockets, tags, and what have you in here are all from the actual main kit, as is this folio. And I just thought, oh, let's do something a bit different. And they've come out so well, they really have. And the images underneath are so beautiful. Quick and easy to do, and fun. Now we're going to run out of space on the camera, so I'll have to go one way and then the other. And here we've got the lovely journaling cards. And I've backed them all with one of Emma's papers. Whoops. There. Aren't they adorable? Really, really lovely. Let's joggy about this way. And it just shows you can adapt a kit. You do not have to do exactly what the kit tells you to do, because nowadays you tend to stick, you think, right, well, there's paper, so I'll make a journal, and you tend to do the 3-hole pamphlet stitch straight away. But you don't have to do 3-hole pamphlet stitch. You can do something else. You can do a hinge journal or anything else you like. And there's a couple more in the back there. And go back to the front. And it was so easy to do. So all you need to do is print it off the right way round, print it off the mirror image, and then glue them together, and you're there. It is so easy. Add a few pockets and you've got another little journal addition. You can something like this I would stick on the inside cover. You know, I tend to put a pocket on the back of the inside cover, either the back or the front, and 9 times out of 10 it's a fabric one that matches the fabric on the actual journal itself, and these will fit perfectly in one of those pockets, just to give you something else in your journal. So that's the Daffs. Now, what we've already done is the Snowdrop Fairies. Now, this particular folio was created by Zurn, and there's a challenge going on in group. Okay, now this is the Magical Paper Pantry group, okay, that this is being done in. And the challenge is, you buy the kit, you make something from it, put a picture in group, and then you will be entered into the draw. There will be one draw for America's side of the world and one draw my side, and you will receive one of these that we've made, okay? And then this particular one is being given away on my YouTube channel, so I will link that video down below as well. And you need to comment, subscribe, like, and then pop over to group and join the group. Quite simple. Okay, so this one that Zurn did is absolutely gorgeous. I've put how to do it in the other video that you need to comment on. Really, really pretty. You've got a lovely, gorgeous tags inside. Those who saw my other video would have already seen these. Beautiful notebook, lots, and all these fussy cuts are in the kit as well. I mean, they're actually printed, but there's loads of fussy cuts in there. Oops, go down. I'll do that up in a sec. Here we've got some more beautiful tags. I'm not going to go through too fussily because obviously I've already done this video. And in the top here there's a journal. I added extra pages to mine, and I'll just give you a really quick flip through so you can see what will be one on this channel. I won't be going right the way through it, but that actually there, you can see there's some of the fussy cuts that are a part of this. Okay, and then you've got another pocket on the front, tags there, and this is the one for group, for here, for YouTube. Okay, now there's another one. Now, Emma did this one, but this is for the other group of Emmas, okay? I know it's going to be confusing, but bear with me. So, It's Free Junk Journal and Papercraft Printables and Tutorials by Emma Parrish. Now in that group we've got this folio, okay? Now I've changed it up a bit, as you do, and I've added like a corset fastening on the front. If I can get into the lace, I'll pull it open. Okay. And if you just pull it, it'll all come open. And then you can see where I've just popped the eyelets in. Okay, and there's a wee tag either side. Some of this has had additions to it from the main kit. I sort of padded it out a bit. Okay, now this is one of the papers of Jannette's that I used the fussy cuts, and you can see here where the single words are. I've used the single words on these tags. But it's such a pretty shape, this. In fact, if I take that out, you'll be able to see the shape of this. When you're making it, you put this pocket down first, then you put the strip down, okay? And that gives you the different bits here. This one, you have a lovely pocket that fits on the front. I love all the curvatures on these, and that pops in there. Now, I decided then, let's pop it over there, to make a wee notebook to go with it. And we were having a right giggle last night because I've used one of Emma's pages from her kit, okay? The pages inside, all these green pages, are Jannette's, and all the gorgeous fussy cuts are Zurn's. So I kind of did a bit of everybody in this one this time. Actually, that page is a little bit stuck, isn't it? I'll have to sort that out. But they're absolutely lovely, and it was so fun. Just a little bit of 3-hole pamphlet stitch, and I thought it'd be a lovely addition to this. Just add it in the top there, along with everything else. And then if you go around, turn it over to the back, this way. I've backed it with this paper. I'll pull these out, you can see better what the situation is. You get 2 pockets, one for either side. You get this pocket, and this is another pocket that goes on the front. Okay, so that little one pops in there. And then again, I've used one of Jannette's papers with the fussy cuts that you get with the folio, and more words, just to give those tags some lovely wording on them. I do like having words on my tags. And then a couple of more little tags either side. And that is the other folio. I know it's confusing. That is in the other group. Now, also in the other group, in Free Junk Journal and Papercraft Printables and Tutorials by Emma Parrish. Yes, I have finally learnt it all. There is a discount. Okay. We got to 10,000 members yesterday. 10,000. And the group was started 3.5 months ago. So it's absolutely incredible. So if you join that group, you can get 25% off everything in Emma's shop. So if you want this folio, for example, or you want the Daffodil kit, you're away. 25% off, and you're there, aren't you? It just makes such a difference in this day and age. But the code is in group, okay? You have to go into group, find the code on the actual notification that says 25% off. You can't miss it. The 25% is huge. It's pink in writing. You've got, like, it's a very, very spring type page, and it's a big post. It is also in featured, so you can't miss it. Okay, you will see it. And of course today it's free page day again. Both groups have freebies in. Zurn in the Magical Paper Pantry has access to all her mother's Victorian collection, and it is huge. And the vintage fussy cuts that she gives us and puts into group are often free. Sometimes you have to pay for them, but they're always at a really, really cheap price. And they are unique to just the Magical Paper Pantry. You won't find them anywhere else, okay? So it's a great excuse to go and join both groups. There are quite a few members who have joined both sides, you know, joined both groups. They do have different things in both of them. The freebies are often different. The kits that go into them are often different. You know, there's a lot of different things going on in both groups. So it would be wonderful if you could go and join them. And the only other one that I'll show really quickly, which I've shown a couple of times before, this is the kit for the Forget-Me-Nots. Okay, the Forget-Me-Not one. Now, this is the stationery kit. And the stationery kit was brought out on Boxing Day at my request, so that we had stationery for those lovely thank yous. Instead of just sending a text or, you know, a message, I thought how lovely it would be to go back to what we had when we were kids, to send a little notelet to say thank you, and to get something popping through your door like this, the little message inside, you know, thank you so much for the gift, it was wonderful. Imagine getting that. You don't have to send it first class, you can send it second, you know, but they would get such a lovely surprise. And the actual folio, I just decided to make this just to keep everything in. It's literally one page folded in half. I joined 2 pages together to make it a bit thicker because I only used the 160 GSM. And then this across here, of course, is just a strip that I cut. So I made a strip that was 2.5 inches. And then I cut this one to fit this side and this one to fit this side. I find that works better than putting the whole strip on, because sometimes here it can buckle or it can crack the paper, and I find it easier just doing it that way. But this is 2.5 inches depth, and another one on the back with the Forget-Me-Not on. And again, oops, just pull you out. Using one of the notelets, I made another little notebook just in the back, and you could use this to write down who you've said thank you to, or the whole lot could be given as a lovely happy mail. So those are our fairies, but there are lots more fairies, flower fairies in the Etsy. There's tulip, there's magnolia, there's try to think some of them, hyacinth, violet. There are 13 altogether, and I think it's about 10 that's in groups in Etsy so far, but we're doing it once every Friday. That way you get your freebie, you can see what the kit's like, and then you can decide which one you want. As I say, there's 25% off, and it goes through, yeah, just checking, it's Sunday the 14th of January, okay? So it started yesterday and goes through to Sunday the 14th, so like in 3 days' time. So plenty of time to pop into group and go and get one of these gorgeous kits. Thank you so much for being here, everyone, and I hope to see you in group soon. Ta-da!